You are abundant in so many ways, but it's just the understanding to know what you need to leave behind and what you need to take with you. This may be people, places, things, thoughts, emotions, traumas, all of these things. Sometimes the way we think prevents us from moving on to the next chapter, because the next new chapter needs a new you, a new thought system, new people, new places for you to thrive, letting go of old emotions so you can grow past those restrictions, these restrictions that you have built around yourself because you feel like you need to protect yourself from anything that's going to come along your way. Most of us are sitting in constant tension and friction. We are constantly in that fight or flight mode. And that tension itself is creating those passageways in yourself, that waters of yourself inside of you that are going to allow you to flow to the next level, to become stagnant. It's allowing blockages and dams to be built up within our emotional centers. And these emotional centers are becoming blocked. So then you can't feel when things are coming in your world for you. You feel like they are coming against you. You need to understand this. And understanding this will bring you forth to that next chapter to know when it's time to flow and when it's time to sit. When you're living in a constant flow of friction just builds and builds and builds and builds up all these barriers and these boundaries, these barriers that are tied within these boundaries that then prevent us from meeting that guy, that woman, that girl, and accepting that opportunity because we think it's going to turn out the same as it did with Fred, the old situation that we had before. But if you've grown past that, if you have grown through that, how can you attract that same person and that same energy? You are no longer on that frequency or sitting in that space unless you are. These emotions, when they sit in friction in our souls and sit in friction in our body, they cause our nervous system to become rigid. The nervous system is the command center. This is a command center. So this is what commands you to know, feel, do, observe the things that you need to do. So if the command center is full of things that are junk email, if your junk email is full in your emails, you can't get the good ones, you don't know where to look. And if it's full, that command center is full of trauma sitting in that nervous system, then what happens? It prevents us from feeling, it blocks our way, it makes us experience the same thing over and over and again, thinking that we know what's happening. No, you're blocking your own way. Observe yourself when you're in situations and see if you are doing this. Because if you are, you're blocking your own way. Your nervous system is the command center. And if the commands that you are giving to yourself are negative, or they are limited by the expressions of other people and the situations that you have found yourself in, or the way that you feel about situations that you've been through, or the traumas that you may have had that may not even be your fault, but most of us come into this realm because we want to learn certain things. So when certain things happen to us, it's because we wanted to learn forgiveness, we wanted to learn understanding, we wanted to learn how to love. And in order to learn how to love, you have to learn how to be thrown off path. You have to learn how to be twist and turn up so you can love through that. You are greater than you give yourself the credit for. Your traumas are not you. They are just the signposts and the things that nudge you in the right directions. Don't allow them to hold you back.